Welcome to my manga. I'm Asian Manga, and this is just a video. There's no chapters out recently that I can review, so I'm just going to be saying some theories that I have about Black Clover. So just to let you know where we are in the manga, when I'm uploading this, Asta has just showed up to face against the giant demon that's attacking the Clover Kingdom and is about to use Double Union. Now, first theory is gods in Black Clover. Nobody can say to me that they don't exist in Black Clover. They do. There's like, you got Sister Lily, you got like all the nuns, all the priests, all that type of stuff, and I definitely believe that there are gods in this series. Like, it's been mentioned like a few times that, like, some references to divinity. There's a church in this series, and I don't think that Tabata is just going to have a church in the series if they're not going to like bring in any divine thing, because he has not touched on the church whatsoever, and I find that eerily suspicious. Like, you have devils, but you also have like a church, so that either means angels or gods. This is my idea on how maybe the churches could be. Maybe it is like a Christian church, and it's like there are like, just as you have like the lower realms with the devils and you need Yami and William to make it, maybe you could get Patri and William to like get to the heavenly realms, like the tree of, like the opposite of the tree of Cliffoff, and maybe just awaken, maybe allow the angels to come down. Maybe that they could be introduced in this arc, the angels, or something that I'd way prefer more. Maybe take a more Norse inspiration and like have like the Norse gods, like the Valkyrie or the Thor, Odin, Tia, Magni, Modi. I definitely think those guys could easily show up. Or like make your own gods, but keep like a Valkyrie, or maybe keep a Norse inspiring. Because there are a lot of Norse inspirations in Black Clover. A lot more that when you look into, makes sense that they're Norse inspirations, but just on a straight up level, you don't know, you wouldn't tell that they're Norse. Like William's World Tree magic, it's basically I think it's called Yggdrasil magic in Japanese, and Yggdrasil is the World Tree, which means that it basically connects to every single world, and it makes sense that combining it makes sense to like combine William's World Tree magic with Yami's dark magic to open a portal to the Devil Realm. Maybe if, say, you combine magics with combine William's magic with other types, maybe like, as I said, Patri's light magic, and then you could have maybe Flagoleon's fire magic to get to Muspelheim, like maybe there, or maybe combine Asta's anti-magic and maybe come to our world, because we don't have magic, and maybe that could happen. Maybe water magic, you could get to meet Poseidon, basically. I don't know, I definitely have questions about William's World Tree magic, and it could possibly be combined with other magics. Like, you have Yami's dark magic, which is pretty rare magic, but it combines together. Maybe it does have to be like arcane stage magic types. Since Yami and William are both arcane stage, maybe it's not just like you need like fire magic. Maybe it needs to be a particular type of fire magic. Maybe fire spirit magic, so Flagoleon could definitely be involved, and I'd be fine with, say, either ones, like the angels could be introduced in, and maybe you could introduce god-like beings, or maybe the Norse route, you could have the Valkyries and show up and fight. Like the elves, I really like that arc, and they did seem to be lesser angels in that arc, but I do think that introducing actual angels, because there is the church, like the sisters, and it's either a Norse religion or it's a Christianity religion, but I definitely want to see that. Maybe that could be like another arc, maybe Or if you go with the Norse religion, you could introduce the Jotun, because the Jotun are basically giants in Norse mythology, but they're different. Like the Jotun are kind of like evil gods. Like you could introduce that the Jotun are like the evil version, are like the ones who created the devils, and like the devils serve the Jotun or they fear the Jotun. And to introduce a Jotun into the series is like the Tree of Clithoff opening. That definitely has to affect something, because just that tree, just that amount of magic ability, that magic power, warping everything, that's definitely gonna affect something. It's gonna shake the whole world up. Like maybe you could have it like awaken a Jotun, and maybe the Jotun wakes up and be like, hey, maybe I should start like awakening my brother, and like there could have been a big war against like the Jotun and the Asgardian gods, a big war, and the Jotun lost and they were sealed away, although they couldn't be killed like directly. Like you could be, or maybe the Jotun use anti-magic. Maybe that's where that stuff comes from. Like the gods created normal magic, and the Jotun created anti-magic to counter them, just like a screw you to the gods. And then that would be like, Asta would not have an advantage anymore. He'd be on the same level as a Jotun. And maybe you could explain that Laura Pachica was like a descendant of a Jotun. Like the Jotun Jotun translated means like devourer and all that stuff. They could have the ability to absorb magic. That could explain like maybe Asta's a descendant of a Jotun. And this is like the main thing I have to talk about. But I'm gonna I have like 2 other theories that I'm going to get to. Let's see, what other parts? And if you, like with the devils, you can have like devils are really interesting because they have unique magics. Like you have Megicula's curse magic. You have Xenon. He has devil has spatial magic, which is very unique. Gravity magic, which we hadn't seen in the series, which is very unique. And you have word magic, and then you have these 2 new devils who I don't know. Plus you have like all the weaker devils who I don't think like have Hax magic, but like all the other devils do kind of have Hax magic. And Asta also does have Hax magic, which allows him to basically deal with all types of magic. And I would like to be introduced to maybe like maybe I prefer actually to be more a Norse religion, because then you could have like the Valkyrie maybe being a lot more violent and a little bit more chaotic, and be like, I don't really care, you guys allowed the devils to escape, we are pissed with you. And that's all I really have to say about the religion, on how maybe I prefer it to be an Asgardian religion, more like that type of stuff. And well, now I'm going to get to my second theory, which is the Dark Triad possibly becoming demons. Like not devils, but demons, because we have seen like 3 different demons, and they all seem to come out around the same way. They all have to do with forbidden magic, which the Dark Triad is very interested in, and they all involve negative emotions, which the Dark Triad is all about. Licht became a devil because his whole family died. He gave in to despair, hatred, and all that, and he became so much more powerful. The Dark Triad is at 100% now, although I do think they're still going to be around for the rest of the arc. I think they're going to keep getting stronger and stronger. Maybe when they get to 200%. Like I heard this theory today, that from a channel, I can't remember the name, but I watch it every week. It's a good channel. Like it explains that maybe the Dark Triad, maybe if they get higher percentages, because right now they're at 100%, and I don't think they'd be able to they're going to be able to be at the end of the arc. I think they're going to be around to the end of the arc, but they'll become like devils. Like we haven't seen a female devil, and demon with Ivanica, and we also have like Dante, who has his body magic, which kind of does change him into like a demon looking thing. Maybe he could turn into a more larger, more powerful demon. And then you have like Xenon, who has bone magic, which could easily like enhance like the deadliness. This is really cool. Like I could definitely see them like as three demons, and like they could be like serving Lucifero, because Lucifero I see as the main villain of the arc. And as we see that demons are in this arc, they are very terrifying. And I would love this arc. I love this arc. And like we do get like hints on where these devils come from, because it's definitely like in the last chapter we got like this whole page of explanations on where these demons came from. I'm fine with them getting explanations about what is the primary reason of that. I think that the Dark Triad are going to become demons, or maybe Yuno's going to become a demon. Like, a character is going to become a demon and have to be, say, put down by, like, the allies, because a demon is a threat. Although it seems like Asta with Devil Union will be able to deal with a demon by himself, although it might be a hard fight. And plus, Asta is going to have to get to the Spade Kingdom, which is very far away, on his flying sword. So it'll probably take him a few chapters just to get to the fight. So I'm fine with Asta taking down this demon, well, in the arc, and then just going as, well, he'll need to be healed first. I'm definitely saying that. And then he'll go to the Spade Kingdom to basically fight. And let's see. Other kingdoms in Black think that they're like, the main thing about the Spade, Heart, Diamond, and Clover Kingdom is that they seem to be based off like cards. That's my idea. Like, they all seem like, you know, the ace of these types of things, they all seem to be card based. And I was thinking like maybe all the kingdoms in the Black Clover world are based after, say, board games. Like, you could have like a chess kingdom, like maybe a whole bunch of other stuff like that. I don't know, maybe like all the kingdoms are card based, although we do have the Sunrise Kingdom, which is basically Japan, which I would like to know what really is the Sunshine Kingdom, because that's Yami's homeland and we haven't even touched on that. And I just really need to get out there. I think that the other kingdoms are based off card games, maybe like shogi, maybe other board games like chess, shogi, maybe there could be an Ace Kingdom, an X Kingdom, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of cards. Like, it just reminds me of cards. That's what I've always thought about when you have all the kingdoms. Like, they're all based on card game. Like how you have the card deck with the 4 different cards. I think like all the kingdoms in Black Clover are going to be based off the card games. Maybe like I don't know much about card games, but I've heard, like, if you look at One Piece right now, you have all the headliners which are based after card games like Hold'em, Speed. Those are the ones I can think of right now. I just think that definitely it's going to be based after cards or some type of game. Like, all the kingdoms are based after board games or card games. And I find that really interesting, although we haven't touched on that really at all. The Spade Kingdom's pretty cool. I just find the main kingdoms as very interesting, and you could introduce that the Jotun could come from a different kingdom. That's my theory. Like, you could continue this series on after this arc. I could definitely see that. Like, Asta could keep getting more powerful forms with Liba, like, perfecting their forms. Or maybe add a demon or add stuff to it, I don't know. Maybe gain new spells, because Asta only really has Black Divider. And, it's kind of sad how Asta does only have Black Divider. I'd love it for him to like have other spells, and he could definitely use like an anti-magic mana zone. I would love to see that, and a whole bunch of stuff I swear would be awesome, like gaining new spells and besides just Black Divider. I want more spells for Asta. Black Divider, it's cool, but it won't just cut it forever. Maybe like a Getsuga Tensho, but he already has that. Maybe a unique weapon. He has Yami's Katana, that's pretty cool. Maybe like a Dimension Slash type technique, I love that. And Asta needs more spells besides just Black Divider. That's it. I have nothing really more to say, but I do think Asta needs more spells. The kingdoms are going to be based off the games. Dark Triad's going to become demons, and there is going to be gods in Black Clover. There's going to be a god arc, and that's it. This is Web Manga. I am Agent Manga. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.